Headship and submission did not originate with the fall. I've preached a sermon on that in this church from Genesis 2 and 3, and I've decided not to include that in this series. If you want to see it, you can go get it. I'm just going to assume it. Headship and submission did not originate with the fall. What the fall did, the sin of Adam and Eve, was corrupt it and ruin it and turned it into something very ugly and very horrible in two different directions for both men and women. What it did for headship was to destroy the humble, loving headship into either hostile domination and abuse or lazy indifference with a can of beer and a bag of chips till 10 o'clock, and then he asks for sex. Thank you for your help with the dishes and the house and the kids. And you want sex? So you can either be an abusive abuser of headship, or you can be a lazy neglecter of headship. I thought when I came to the pastorate 27 years ago, this would be my main problem. I would be dealing with women who are coming to me about abusive husbands. Well, there are those. More than we know, probably. That has not proved to be the main problem, just because of our Christian culture. The main problem is women with broken hearts that their husbands don't lead, don't take any initiative. What it did to submission was also one of two things. It took willing and happy and creative and articulate and intelligent submission and turned it either into a manipulative groveling or obsequiousness, or you drop the handkerchief. Oh, can you pick that up? I can't bend down. That silly caricature of femininity. Or the brazen, stark, uppity, nobody's opening the door for me kind of rejection of headship. There is a redemption. What happens in Ephesians 5 is that these distortions of headship and these distortions of submission are redeemed. They're redeemed by the man being told, bring your headship into conformity to Christ's way of loving and leading and providing for and protecting His church. And to the wives, bring your submission into conformity to what Christ calls forth from the church. And it isn't either of those things. In other words, what's happening in Ephesians 5 is the recovery of Eden. How it was supposed to be before sin turned men brutal or passive and turned women into helpless know-nothings or strong, brazen, get out of my way, I don't need a man in my life anyway, proud domination.